Alright, welcome back to some more Diablo 2 Eastern Sun Rises Hardcore. So we're going to be just looking at these. So those 3 episodes, we identified a bunch of things. We identified a bunch of helmets. Just to kind of see what kind of stats can you get from the items in normal difficulty if you're mostly farming the end of it. So we got all those helmets identified, we got all of these armors identified. And then we just need to collect these single stats first. Collect the prefixes, collect the suffixes. We know what all the armors are, so we could get rid of most of these. These ones aren't really worth anything. It's pretty much just up to the light plate, the ancient armor, the elven chain, those ones, and then the cloak and the robe for those people. And then these nightmare ones, we can pretty much get rid of those nightmare ones. We could probably get higher tiered nightmare ones. Instead of just staying in normal, we could just go to nightmare difficulty. So we're probably ready. Let's just gear out our character really good before we do. So we got a whole bunch of belts here. So we know we could pretty much get rid of the sash, the light belt. It's like defense 10, strength 15. Requires the same strength. So there's literally not too much difference. Just 25 strength. So it just allows to have a bit more defense. It's mostly the potion slots, right? Those like hold more potions. Does the heavy belt? Oh, the heavy belt allows to hold 3. Okay. So the plated belt. So the plated belt would be the one to get at level 1. Or the muscle wrap, because the muscle wrap would give you more strength. Muscle wrap's just like the plated belt, but it requires an extra 20 strength, so you'd have to think about that. But it does give 4 rows of potions. So either the plated belt or the muscle wrap. Yeah, just to hold more potions, I guess. So we don't need those ones. And then these nightmare ones. Oh, I thought it said strength 25. So it's just 20 strength, and it has a way more defense than anything. So by the time you get to level 25, you'd want to ditch these ones, because I believe any nightmare item can hold 4 rows. Yes, any nightmare item can hold 4 rows of potions. So once you turn to 25, you just want to get a nightmare quality belt, probably the highest tier one. Well, depending how much strength you have. I guess if it costs like 110 strength to equip it, maybe you don't need the extra 60 defense or whatever it would have. So we looked at those. Now, we also did the boots. We know that boots, we could just look for greaves, right? Greaves would pretty much be well, it's just a bit more defense. It's just a tiny bit more defense. Maybe chain boots. Considering everything, if it's only a slightly tiny bit more defense and we're only chasing the high defense for some reason, let's just go with like chain boots, because anyone can equip it without any strength. Maybe the belt, it's just 25 strength. Anyone can use it. It's just what? Does that have 3 rows? Yeah, it does have 3 rows. There's no reason to use the plated belt. Just get a belt that requires 25 strength, just so anyone could use it. And then just the Alvin chain, right? Alvin chain, strength required 20. Anyone could use this thing, so just the Alvin chain. And the helmet, just the bone helmet, required strength 25. Or the Haggis chain. One of those two, probably the Haggis chain, because it has different mats. Oh, because this could have a faster run walk on it, faster cast rate. So faster run walk would help anybody, and there's no other good stats on the helmets. So we found so much by doing that. We still have to go through the rings. We're not going to record doing that. We're gonna do a bunch of organizing off screen. We just wanted to make these videos to show that there's a whole bunch of items that we have collected that we're pretty much getting information about them. For when we start crafting items, then we should have all these stats. And for charms too, right? If we're trying to figure out crazy charms to get, we'll have to figure out what the charms do and then re-roll charms. And all the jewels are for crafting a whole bunch of orange gear. But before we do need all these jewels, right? You need 1 jewel for each piece of gear that you craft. Now what else is there? These things. I think that was going to be what this episode was. So we're just going to be rendering those episodes. We're going to be organizing the bank. Maybe going to the shop, because we need to work on our stats collection. Because now that we have all of those, we're going to be making the other items. We could go around and try to collect all these stats from the vendors like we showed in that one episode. Well, we made a whole bunch of videos about collecting stats. All you do is go to the vendors, see if they have anything that you need. And if they don't, then buy it. You could even go to like Act 3 is a good place. Act 3, the Cuirass Docks. Act 3 Cuirass Docks is a good place to shop. But then I guess Nightmare would be a really good place. Plus 20 to life, that's the maximum life on a shield, right? So you can sit here, spend 3,000, get the 20 life, and you could say at level 11, a shield could have up to plus 20 life. It's basically how the shopping works. You just look for something with a maximum stat. So chance to catch Shiver Armor requires level 10, you can probably buy that helmet. And then by the time you're done buying everything, I don't think there's anything here. I think there's also this guy over here. This guy had some items. So maybe it would be faster with a sorceress, or if you have a teleport thing, then you have to repair it every time. He also sells like helmets, armors. Oh, shields, that's right. This was a good place for getting shields we found. When we were shopping for shields that we needed, we came to this place, and you just basically see if there's there's boots and everything too, right? So you should have way more money than you need at this point. Does the strength go at multiples of 5? No, it goes at multiples of 6. It goes 3 strength, 6 strength, 9 strength. Because we already know all these stats. But it is good to have them in the game so you could line them up besides whatever you're crafting. Line them up beside what you're crafting and then be like, this is what we're crafting. We're looking for these stats. These are the stats that could spawn on this item. Pandemonium Fortress might be decent, but we found out there's no reason, right? Because the item level essentially would be the same as the other place, but the price of the items drops or increases considerably. I mean, if you wanted like plated belts or something, if you wanted plated belts, because we could go to Nightmare, and then we could just search for plus skills on the armor piece to try to figure out what the plus skills on the armor piece is, because the website says nothing about plus skills on the armor pieces. You could also come here, right, if you go trade repair. Well, that'd be a bad way to do it because you can't see what the item is when you buy it. You just sit here and buy every single shield and then identify them and then hope that it's a magic item with stats that you need. But that would take, that's not an efficient way of doing it. We'll just go to Nightmare difficulty. We'll go there, you can shop in Nightmare difficulty. Maybe we'll defeat Baal or something. Because we have to ID these scrolls, see which ones of these we have. These things, right? We'll just add them to the collection quick. I'm not sure what page it's on. Is it, page 10. So we just started putting these stats on page 10 then. We started making that one video. So like all the chance to cast stuff would go generally on the second page. We'd line it all up again. It's pretty much out of order because this time we didn't actually start looking for stats. Because now you could have like 10 life, you could have at max 20 life. It's just a way to see all the items in game. So when you're crafting like a level 10 piece of armor, you're like, you could have any of these two on it. And then line up every single stat. We'll do videos of those, we'll collect all these and then we'll do that. That's for when we're crafting these things. This is just everything that we're doing to get up to that point. As well as looking to try to figure out everything, right? So we just throw this in here, we could like identify all these, maybe not the lower leveled ones. And if we're going to Nightmare difficulty, there's no reason to re-roll these ones. So we won't identify many of them, we'll just identify a few of them and then say that we're probably just going to turn them into dragon stones. So we could farm Nightmare cows, and Nightmare cows, the scrolls would be able to roll at much higher level. And we would get higher leveled runes, right? It would definitely help out there. So we got a level 9, scroll 11, scroll 7. We need scroll 7. Alright, so we still need like two more that we can get from this difficulty. So considering we just need like those two or anything, we could take these. We don't even need to identify them. If we're leaving normal difficulty, we have all of them. We could use the randomized stone to gamble for them, but that's only if you're staying in normal difficulty. So you could stay here, you could use a key with it, and then it becomes a dragon stone. So each of these scrolls becomes a dragonstone. Or you could cube the scroll with here and it turns it into a dragonstone. 451, 459. Yeah, so you don't have to add it. So if you just have a whole bunch of scrolls from the low level, that's why it's absolutely amazing. So no matter where you farm in the game, if you have all of these scrolls, it doesn't matter where you are. If you have too many of them, you just add them to your thing. So we have like what? We have like so many dragonstones. We have like, I don't even know. Oh, we can't do that. We can only put them at one at a time. So we'll just cube these ones, and then we'll move on to something else. But we're just doing a little video here because we're probably rendering those ones and organizing here. Probably moving to nightmare difficulty. So we could defeat Bale this episode. We could defeat him. We could defeat Bale. Who's here? We could do this later, right? All it is turning all those scrolls into dragon stones. Now we have 587 points. The points go up considerably. We don't need these scrolls for anything. Maybe just the 29 scroll. So these are all the scrolls you can find in normal difficulty cows up to level 21. And then it'd be interesting to see what a nightmare is. What level do they go up to? Oh, that's right, if we get those scrolls, if they're 25 and above, then we could re-roll those and do higher ones. Or we could just go to hell difficulty. For now, I think our character's good anyways. We're at level 63. What is it? Players. We've been killing him on players 8. And killing literally Tormentor on players 8. So what? I don't think we have like magic damage reduced. Is he going to destroy us? We'll have to see. If we go through here, might as well just go through there. Or just don't keep. So we have teleport, right? It's literally just one amulet that has teleport. That's all the amulet has on it. All the amulet has is teleport. Or it's just a ring. It's a ring. It just allows you to teleport past everybody. And just teleport to the throne of destruction. And just kill Bale. Or we'll just set it to players 3 or something. Because we know Duriel's annoying. Duriel took a while to kill on players 8. Well, we didn't really kill the bosses just because all the experiences in literally Tormentor's level 59, and the other bosses are just level 47. It just doesn't make any sense. Here's Blister again. 5. Just 3 out. Actually, watching the one video anyways, Bale's experience doesn't give you a bug boost. You can see killing Blister, it does level you up. I just leveled up again. Points into something we don't really. Well, we're gonna have to look at our resistances when we get there. Maybe this episode will just be defeating Bale and then going to Nightmare. And then pretty much just showing you like stats shopping in Nightmare. That'll give us something to do for a little bit. It'll allow us to start collecting stats, learn things about these stats, start putting them beside each other. And then we can get the perfect rare items at the perfect Apex level that we need. And then just try to start actually crafting the perfect rare items. Because you can't actually find the best rare item. Well, I guess technically you could find the best rare item. Yeah, it's just so rare. It's easier at level. So we got the Great Scepter, Crystal Swords. So he takes a lot longer ones. We heal him. Oh, so now it's just Mephisto. Mephisto and his Mephisto tanker. I don't know. We just put in a new dexterity so we could hit the people. Over a few points into hit points. Here's Diablo and himself. So it does take a while, right? so we're not geared as much as we could be. Well, we will gear ourselves. This is just getting to nightmare difficulty. Once we actually get to nightmare difficulty, then we'll do some shopping, we'll organize our inventory, we'll figure out what these stats are, get some hell difficulty items or nightmare difficulty items. Or if we just go through nightmare, then should we even record going to nightmare? We did for the Amazon. So do we even need those rares? Because at this point we've picked up so many rares. You won't even do anything with it, right? That's already drained your mana. Alright. So we were on these sorcerers, we were coming down here, and all of our mana got drained, and our mana was our life because we had energy shield. So we were wondering, like, so it's not some crazy powerful attack, it's just literally drains all of your mana, I guess. Yeah, so that's why we got that mercenary, because we wanted the frozen orb. It's like, oh, he has a frozen orb, cool. We have to get frozen orb. But if he was the fighter mercenary and he was just casting a fissure on him, imagine Bale would have died a lot quicker. Well, not a lot quicker, they're probably all pretty decent. We can just leave the game, can't we? Save and exit game. There we go. You will henceforth be known as the Ruiner Barbarian Hardcore. Congratulations, you have defeated normal difficulty. Now you have the option to go to nightmare difficulty. So, all of the items in the store are based on your character level. So we believe like the ghost armor's around quality level 30, around quality level 33. Go to armor, then click on armor. Then you can see ghost armor quality level 29. Alright. So what, 30 divided by 2, 14? Minus 14. So the Apex level in the ghost armor, 69 minus 14, isn't that like 15 or something? 69 minus 14, 55. So the Apex level on this is 55. So that means any stats around 55. So it will be more expensive than normal difficulty. 100 life, that's the maximum. They go on lots of like 20, right? Hopefully we didn't just spend 20,000 on nothing. But if we go here to the prefix, is life all the way down at the bottom? Life's all the way near the top. Or it's in the middle. Yeah, of the whale, 50, level 37. Amulet, helm, torso, and belt. So only the helmet? A circlet is a helmet, right? Circlet would also get this. Torso and belt. So of the whale, level 50 Apex level, the quilted armor is 55. So the thing is, a lot of these things, you can't get them anymore because you're too high of a level. Oh, so if we could send a character here, get them a certain level, we could get certain affixes that we want. If we want like lower level affixes, like if we got a character into Nightmare at level 40 or something. Or if we go here, we could look Defender of Shielding. So the max resistance has a variance. We'd have to see what it is. Essentially, you could just go here, +1 to offensive. So on shields, oh that's right, shields, they start spawning paladin skills. And then armor starts spawning Amazon skills. So I imagine if we keep going in and out, we just find Amazon. 10% to cast level 20 immolation, required level 40, so it's level 40 ability, so you can only find that here. So you could look at the weapons too. If you're looking at stats about weapons, like what kind of stats can spawn on weapons, you would find them here as well probably. Requirement's 30%. So what level is that? Level 23, but the Shamshire is 23. So where's the exit of this place? All the way over there? 10 charges. So we need her to repair. So we gotta go all the way over there to do shopping. That means we're gonna have to do Nightmare. Nightmare is pretty much the same as the other thing, right? Should we keep the series mostly about the items or something? It'll be like next episode will be like, we got to the end of Nightmare difficulty. Here's what we got. Increase maximum life 12%, I think. Yep, plus 2 to cleansing. That's what we're saying. You could get other scales on the armors. 32 to mana, and then you sit here and shop. So we're just not sure if it's the maximum or something. Anyways, now we're in Nightmare difficulty. So we're probably going to just go through Nightmare difficulty, organize everything. We have to save Deckard Cain, but we could cube this and say armor is required level 37, can spawn with 100 life, and actually 100 life is the absolute most that an item can spawn with. So we could say, we're looking for an item with a level 37 requirement that has 100 life. Or Apex 40, so it goes up like 30, 40, 50, level 22, level 30. Like even at level 30, oh, this thing, you can't find it on the belt. You can't find it on all armor. Only some of them. Gloves and boots. Oh, do gloves and boots only have up to 40 life? Shield, belt, gloves, and boots. Gloves and boots can only have up to 40 life. I didn't know that. Amazing. So if you're looking for gloves and boots, level 18 would be the most life on them. Huh. And then the belt. Why does it say belt here? Maybe it's not supposed to say belt. That's why you collect the items, right? This doesn't make any sense. So maybe it is only just the amulet, helmet, and torso. It's not on the belt. Shield, maybe you can only get 80 life. We'll look at them or anything, but we're learning more about the items. So a crazy item would be like 80 to 100 life probably. That'd be what you're looking for. So we have those. Oh, we got the Great Scepter, the Crystal Sword. Oh, 47. Those dropped from the boss. So, right, so we could tokenize that. We could say we learned about that stat. And I think that was it, right? Just the 2 items. And then I think it was on page 5 or something. Or was it page 10? Yep. Then we take these to the chance to cast page when we get it. So there's level 40 chance to cast and then plus life. So you say there's like plus 10 life, plus 20 life, plus 100 life. So we could organize them. There's how you store the things. One of the episodes they'll all be organized and we'll have everything. But we're going to go to the end of Nightmare difficulty to get some better items. So we'll be back later. Let's render those IDing episodes and then go to Nightmare and then finish Nightmare and then get to better items.